Bradman, we've been talking about your week, wondering how you are. How are you?
No, I'm good. Obviously, start of the week I was a bit, physio's looking after me, but it's been a good week.
Were you ever nervous about it?
Nah, it's a bit tight, but obviously got looked after very well. The physio's here, second to none, so I'm all good.
How did you feel seeing all of the coverage about you and whether you'd play or not?
Yeah, there's a fair bit of that, but it is what it is. It's done now, so it's all good.
Massive shoes to jump into, Latrell Mitchell.
Yeah, obviously we all know what type of player Trell is and what he did in game 2, but I just got to go out there and do my job.
Which is?
Just play good and just do my best.
Bradman, I don't know if you heard what Spencer was saying about you. I think he's got a bit of a man crush on you.
No, I haven't heard.
He said he looks at your body and says he's got to work out a bit harder and be better.
No, I don't know about that.
So you don't have any tips for Spencer at all? Or?
Oh, I reckon his rig's pretty good for a front rower, so I might have to jump in the gym with him.
You know who you're directly up against?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Dan Gagai?
Yeah, Gags. Yeah.
He mentored you, didn't he?
Yeah, he did basically. Yeah.
He knows your secrets?
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be a good contest.
You worried about that at all?
Nah, it'll be good.
He knows your secrets. Do you know his?
Yeah. I guess we've obviously trained for a long time against each other, so it's going to be a good battle.
He puts on a bit of a Superman cape, doesn't he, when he plays for Queensland? Do you worry about that?
Nah, I'm not worried. I just got to worry about myself.
You seem pretty cool and relaxed for a young guy coming into such a big occasion. How do you stay so calm?
Oh, I think just do the work. I guess I got a bit of a taste of it last year, and obviously the boys I'm around, the calibre they bring, so they keep me cool, calm. So
I've noticed you hang out a fair bit with Zach Lomax and have a laugh with him. Is he someone who's made you feel comfortable in this area?
Yeah, we have a good laugh. Me and Lowy, we get along good, so he's been good.
What do you laugh about?
Oh, just everything. I think him. We have a few good jokes here and there. So
He's your mate?
Yeah, he is.
Zach, you're doing some extra kicking, getting the perfect kick.
Oh, mate, well, I guess you end up doing that every training session, so it gives you a little bit of fun towards the back end of the session, mate. So yeah, I managed to do it most of the time.
How much do you love the pressure of the kicking goals and in big games?
Well, mate, to be honest, every sort of kicker will say, yeah, they do, and mate, this is definitely the biggest game I've played in. Mate, hopefully I can do my job, and mate, it's the team's led with a lot of great players, so there's a lot of players in our team that have been played in games with a lot of pressure, so mate, I thrive off that, and yeah, stoked to be a part of it.
You've obviously kicked in front of away crowds before, but what are you expecting on Wednesday night? 50,000 Queenslanders screaming in your face. How do you block it out?
Oh, mate, it's going to be a task, but it's one that we're all going to be up for. And mate, nothing sort of changes. Obviously, the atmosphere is a little bit more. There's a bit more chaos going on, mate. Absolutely, but it's nothing changes. We verse these boys every week, and mate, I played at Suncorp a few times now. So obviously the occasion's a little bit bigger, but it's one we're going to be up for.
Bradman was saying that you're one of the guys he hangs out with in camp. What's it like to have him around?
Yeah, me and Brady good mates. I love being around him, and he's a ball of energy, and he's a real good character. So he's lots of fun, and he's a larrikin, and he's obviously an unbelievable player too. So he's been probably their best player at the Knights this year, and he's had a couple of injuries, but he's a class player, and I love spending time with Brady.
There's 2 other Knights in the in the Queensland side, but do you reckon you got the best one?
Oh yeah, for sure. They're obviously some great players too, and in Kalen and Gags, and it's going to be a good test for us. It's one we're going to be up for, and I think Brady will be marking Gags, so it's going to be a good test, and I know he'll be up for it.
They call him the animal, Zach. Are you expecting him to unleash?
Of course. I mean, it brings out the best in every player, and I know he's going to be up for it. He's obviously a class player who showed that on numerous occasions, or he showed last year when he debuted. He was outstanding for us, and I'm sure he's going to do the same thing come Wednesday night.
Has the history at Suncorp Stadium in Origin deciders been dwelled on or spoken about in this group at all?
Not at all. I mean, we know what it takes to win up here, and it takes everyone performing the best they can, and you can buy into the history, you can buy into the speculation of not having too much success up here, but but we just need to focus on nailing our game plan, our process, and doing what we need to do to win. So I feel if we can do that, there's some unbelievable players and athletes in the team, and I feel if we can do that, it puts us in good stead.
Zach, I love the moment when you took that kick from Mitchell. Did you practice that a lot? Have you practiced that play a lot? I mean, it sort of came out of nowhere for us in Origin, but obviously you must work on that.
Yeah, I think you practice it all the time, and you just try and put yourself in positions as many times as you can, and hopefully you come down with it in when you get an opportunity. You know, so everything's about repetition and doing it over and over again, so that when you talk about pressure, you don't sort of feel it too much, and you just go out there and you play footy because you love it and it's what you do. And I feel we've been able to get a lot of reps in since we've come into camp, and I pride myself on being able to put myself in them positions, and hopefully we come down and come down with the ball.
You mentioned pressure. You seem to eat it up.
Mate, as I said, I just love chasing the ball, and I probably spoke on it a few times about competing, but mate, I just love it. Like I love the buzz and the feeling that it gives you, but it's for me, it's just been about repetition and doing it time and time again, so that when the time does come, you can do it, mate. These are the biggest games that I've played in. I haven't been fortunate enough to play too much finals footy, so for me, this is the biggest game that I've played in thus far, and soak it up as much as I can, and I love being able to be a part of it.
You're all about being a competitor, right?
Absolutely, that's what I pride myself on, and I hope my teammates can feel that. But mate, I just pride myself on being a competitor when the ball's kicked, and whatever I need to do for the team, and I feel if I can do that, hopefully I can help my team win come Wednesday night.
Jake, how was the meal on Caxton Street last night?
No, it was really nice. Obviously, a few past players coming. That was really enjoyable night.
Who were the players?
We had Des Hasler, which was good to see Des, and then Chris Johns and Greg Bird. So, yeah, three past legends of the Blues. So, it was a really nice night.
Nice to reunite with Des?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, I always like seeing Des. He's obviously been a great mentor of mine over my career. So, it was really nice to catch up.
A couple of blokes there that don't mind the fight, or a bit of a barney. They pass on some war stories.
No, not too many. They were obviously just passing on words of encouragement, and they just really want us to do well, which is that's what's really exciting about it. We've got so many people behind us, and hopefully we can just go out and do them more proud.
Was it a bit of a statement that Caxton Street holds no fears or anything like that? Is there any psychological thing to it?
No, I don't think so. I think we just went down there for a good team get together. It was pretty quiet down there, so I don't think it was a statement at all. No.
Jake, one of the nicest guys in rugby league there for you. Is that going to change tomorrow night in front of 50,000 man Queensland?
Mate, I'm just going to do what I always do, whether I play for Manly or the Blues or whatever, just go out and compete to my best of my ability, you know what I mean? I'm not going to change who I am or anything, it's about competing as hard as you can in that 80 minutes, and hopefully we can get a result. It's a really good opportunity for us, it's exciting, it's really looking forward to it, mate.
You realise the history, that hardly only two teams have done this in a decider. How much would it mean to you to make history?
Mate, it'd be extremely special. Obviously, it's we get a lot of confidence coming from Melbourne, and it's a great opportunity for us, obviously, to play up here, and that's what you want to do. You want to test yourself on the biggest stage, and the way it's all worked out, it's really exciting for us. We've worked really hard throughout the week, and everyone's really ready to go. So hopefully it can be a great performance for New South Wales.
And the nerves starting to kick in at all?
Oh yeah, I'm always pretty nervous. Probably been nervous the whole camp, so always pretty nervous. But I think it's exciting as well. Great opportunity. It's a great test, a great moment of our careers, to get to play in a decider up here. So hopefully we can go out and make a really good account of ourselves.
It must be tough coming up here. It's not exactly a warm welcome, is it?
Well, it hasn't been too bad so far. It's actually been really nice, but I'm sure tomorrow night it might change. But I guess it's same dimensions wherever you play. So obviously it's a game of rugby league. We'll go out and compete as hard as we can, compete to the best of our ability, and put in a great New South Wales performance.
Have you actually let your mind go to the place of lifting that shield in Queensland and in the heart of the Maroons at the Cauldron?
Oh, I haven't thought too much about it. I just want to obviously go out and play really well tomorrow night. I want everyone to do their job, and if that happens, it happens. But obviously it'd be a dream come true to win a State of Origin series, especially as captain. And I guess, it'd be great to do it up here, but it's going to be a great test for us, great challenge, as I said, but it's also a great opportunity and one we're really ready for.
Are your pre-game speeches getting better, you reckon, as you go? Or how's this one, Louis? You got some thoughts?
Oh, no. I think I've improved as the camp's gone on. Probably the first one was a bit nervous for the whole camp, but I think I've improved as it's all gone on. But we've got lots of great leaders in the side, lots of great club captains, which has made the job a lot easier for me. And just really looking forward to it. It'll be an exciting one, I reckon, tomorrow night.
Jake, is there any danger you rest on that first half performance, the 34-0?
Oh, well, we've obviously worked on things we can improve. Our prep's been really good, so we know it's obviously a different game. We've got to start again, that sort of thing. So we've worked really hard on that this week, and I'm sure we'll start really well.
So has anyone heckled you in the streets or any of the boys?
No, it's been really good. It's actually been really nice up here. Yeah.
Your forwards were so dominant in game 2. You wiped them away. That's got to be the same template going into game 3.
Well, yeah, it's State of Origin. I think the forwards is sort of where it's won and lost. So I think for any game you go into, that's the template. So we're going to have to start really well there. We're going to have to be really physical, and it's going to be a great challenge for us. But it's exciting, and I'm sure we'll do a great job. And hopefully Melbourne gives us some confidence. But we know we've got to start again. There's a lot of hard work to be done, and we'll hopefully be all right.
Jake, we know what a nice guy you are, but you've got a couple of loose units in your side. Do you have to tell any of them that they have to just calm it down a bit? Or?
I don't know. It's a tough one because the State of Origin, obviously emotions are really heightened, and that's when people are at their best, So it's a tough one. I guess you don't want to be giving away silly penalties and that sort of thing, but you want to control aggression, I guess. That's probably the best way to put it.
Who's the biggest threat in the Queensland forward pack? As a forward?
Sorry, say that again.
Who's the biggest threat in the Queensland?
Oh, they got a great forward pack right across the park. Obviously, like Pat Carrigan, they got Lindsay Collins, Ruben Cotter. They've all played for Australia. They're great players. So I think, look, right across the park, they've got great players. It's going to be a great challenge for us. It's a great test, but it's a great opportunity. It's really exciting. Look, 1 to 13, they're a really quality side, but we're confident in what we can do and what we've done this week, and hopefully that'll be good enough.
Madge, how was Caxton Street last night?
I knew you were going to ask that first. It was well organised. Sorry, it was organised a long time ago, but it was very quiet actually. I think there was a dad and his 2 kids there in New South Wales jerseys walking down, so it was very quiet.
So was it a statement that you can go wherever you want?
No, not at all. It was actually organised some time ago, but it was nice. We've obviously spoken about, and that comes from obviously a little bit of history that some of the old boys have shared with us about the times where they drove down Caxton Street in the bus, and there was a lot of banging on the bus and the noise, but it just shows the support. They have Turv in and around what we're doing. There's iconic moments where they talk about on the bus where Turv was there with his players and building that passion around what it's all about. So it was nice for some of the younger blokes in the squad to understand what Caxton Street is, but it was pretty quiet there last night.
Is the theme embracing the hate in a lot of ways?
Well, I guess everyone talks about it, but it's really about what we're trying to do, anyhow, and what we're trying to create. Way back when we first started, I was fortunate to talk to quite a number of the old guys that have played in this space and get an understanding around what it means to a lot of people. It's not just the players, it's the people in New South Wales. So we've probably hung on to that more than anything, around what the players want to create and how they want to play for the people of New South Wales. And we've shown that in many different things that we've done over the 3 campaigns where we got kids from each of the players' starting teams where they were young and started, and they all came in, and there was about 15 of them from each of the different areas of New South Wales, and the players really appreciated that. It was nice to see them put on their first jersey, and so those things mean a lot to the players. I think that's just probably something there that when you talk about comparing to, it's more around what we're doing.
Madge, the Glasshouse Mountains are just an hour north of here. You're going to be checking those out while you're in town?
I might have to go and have a look, I think. But we'll get through tomorrow night first. There's a bit of banter and things like that that's been going on backwards and forwards, but we know that between the 80 minutes is what it's all about now, and going into Suncorp, and we trained there this morning to get a feel for it, but really looking forward to tomorrow night.
Talk about the reset, Madge. I know Jake just was really strong about that it is a new game and you can't rely on that strong performance, but are you expecting Queensland to just be a whole different team come game 3? No,
I'm looking forward to us being better. We need to be better. It's like any performance that you have with a team, you've got to always continually look forward and change, and I've never seen any 2 games the same. So you prepare for the potentials, but you prepare for what we can do. That's something there that the players have had a really good prep, and it's about using that now in moments of games.
Madge, you're always really confident in Bradman Best playing. How's he been training? Like
Yeah.
he's come in obviously a bit late.
He's really good. Last couple of training sessions he's been brilliant. He's fitted in and really looking forward to seeing Bradman just do what he needs to do for his teammates. He's obviously had the experience of last year, so he understands what this arena brings, and he's really looking forward to playing.
9 penalty count wins for New South Wales out of 60 games in Queensland. Does that concern you?
Well, I guess the numbers don't lie, but we've just got to deal with what we have to. How we control that's up to us. So, it's obviously interesting numbers, but, we've got to make sure that we can control what we can.
Just on that note, it is the ultimate challenge in rugby league worldwide to win a decider here and to put that feather in your cap. What would that mean to you?
I'll talk about those things after the game. Look, for me, everything is about the men that I'm coaching. I've really enjoyed coaching at this level with these players. They're incredible how you can just talk to the boys at a really high level and how quickly they take it on. They all understand what we're walking into and going towards, and the performance that we need. So I guess we'll talk about those things afterwards. But to be able to coach a playing group and have a staff like I have, the staff have been fantastic. And it's about using that now.
Matt, you've been big on the history of New South Wales, right? Is the history here and the losses?
Well, I've obviously invited quite a lot of the older boys that have been in and around this space. So I've got players that have played in games, like we are. And I think the confidence that they've been able to give us around what we need to do, which is our style of play and how we want to play, is something that we'll definitely utilise tomorrow.
Just back on the question about the penalty count, is that something you've spoken to the NRL about or taken up?
Look, I've done all the things I need to in the background about that. I know what our team needs to do in and around how the game's been played.
Which is good. It seems like Queensland keep pretty tightly communicating.
I think as a coach, and I'm watching every game, you know what they're going to bring, but it's what we're going to bring as well, and how we do things. That's something there that we're prepared in how we want to defend and how we want to play. So we'll deal with whatever's thrown at us.
There's a bit of talk that the coaching staff and Sel and Cobbo are having a couple of issues in the Queensland camp. How does that affect the New South Wales team?
Actually, some of the crew over here just mentioned that to me. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, Denny, but I guess for us, we've got to concentrate on what we're doing. I wasn't aware.
You went to Caxton Street on Monday night. What about rolling down there tomorrow night?
Well, I'd like to. It'd be a great experience, but the police here have said we're not allowed. So, I think they barricade it, and the way the world's changed, those sorts of things don't happen. But, we've definitely heard all the stories around what it meant to our older boys. What an experience that would have been, but not to be.
Do you have to rein in a couple of your loose units in the side?
No, Danny, they're right. I've got a lot of leaders in and amongst our team, so the way they can look after each other, that's probably something there that's really stood out with the characters of players we have. We've got to stand solid and stick together. That's fair in how we play our game. But we've got some really good characters to be able to talk to each other and control through those moments.
JD, he's obviously the nicest guy in rugby league. It's lovely out here. Everyone's so nice. Do you feel a bit of hate though?
It's pretty quiet actually. I walked up the street there yesterday and nothing was sort of being said. But look, I think what Origin means to the New South Wales people, that's the one thing that I'm loving being a part of. Like I sort of live there and live in the east, and mate, it is madness everywhere you go. People are talking about the Blues and the way that the boys and what they're. A lot of what the players have been saying and what they're hearing from a lot of the old boys, I think it's really rallied around a lot of people within New South Wales, and you can feel that coming through when you walk the streets of New South Wales, and no doubt we'll get a fair few people up here that will support us.
A bit more spirit in New South Wales then, is that what you're saying?
Sorry?
A bit more spirit in New South Wales at the moment, is that what you're saying?
I think there's always been spirit. People tend to try and talk that down when you're up further north, but when you're down south there's plenty of passion in and around what we do.
The lack of hate, is that because you're now the people's team? Does it apply to Queensland as well?
Well, I think we've always been the people's team, Danny, and I appreciate that. But I think the way the people have shown and their support behind the team. I can't tell you how incredible it actually is, to see the support that's been behind the team. But you know what, we know we've got a job ahead, and we're really looking forward to getting that 80 minutes right and playing the way that we want to play.
This year, NRL on 9 is your one-stop shop for all footy.
That's right, Freddie. Not about the highlights, action, 7 days a week.
Billy and Gus podcast, get that on your drive on the way home. Immortal Behaviour, grab a seat on the couch for that. And of course, my favourite, Freddie in the 8.
The best footy brains, the biggest games.
Don't trust the algorithm, subscribe to NRL on 9 and get all your entertainment there.